On to, hey man, they having a grand jury investigation into the singer D4vd David.
Right, yeah.
And apparently they might be coming down with a murder indictment.
That's what they saying, but it's like this thing been going too long, bro. It's like he been flying, going to different places, and he's just free to do a lot of things.
Hey Slim, you thinking of it like if it was me or you, they would have just came and got it.
Snatched the nigga right up.
Right.
They got it on the news. Everybody talking TMZ, talking about it every day. All the bloggers talking about it. He flying in and out of countries. It's like, oh, he gonna get indicted though.
Hey, for a while, Munchie didn't even know the dude was black.
Because he got too much leeway. And then his music, I didn't like listening to the song. I thought he was a white boy.
No, for sure.
No, fine.
For sure. Yeah, for sure.
But it just, I don't know. We don't get away with things like this, or they don't give us that much leeway.
Facts.
Like even when her body was found, he was still like doing a couple more shows on the tour after that.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
He didn't. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like it's a lot of this whole case is just tricky. And I don't know, because I'm looking at it from a YouTube perspective, because I'm looking at it from everybody else just talking about it, and they put their two and two together. But it's like, damn, it's like everybody got this. He supposed to be already in jail. How they tell it?
Well, they have to show that a murder happened in the first place, and they can't do that. With the condition that her body was in.
Okay.
They don't know how she died. So if they don't know how she died, how do you charge a murder? You know.
So how they not die? They figured out now?
No. Well, now they sealed the autopsy report. They sealed it so it's not open to the public. So now we don't know what the hell's in the autopsy report,
because they was giving like reports that was inaccurate and putting it out there to the public, so they just sealed it. You know what I'm saying? That could like kind of mess up their investigation a little bit.
And the coroner and the LAPD are having a disagreement about whatever the results were, which we don't know.
Today, we are learning the body of Celeste Rivas.Hernandez had been partially frozen when it was found.
That made it difficult for medical examiners to determine the cause of death. KTLA5 Samantha Cortese live now in the newsroom with the latest on this developing story. Samantha?
Hi, Lou and Glenn. We also have some breaking news. The Los Angeles Medical Examiner's Office says it will not be releasing records or details associated with this case, including a cause of death and manner of death, and the medical examiner report until further notice. That's due to a court order requested by the LAPD to place a security hold on this case.
But in our world, a black man will be sitting in jail until they figured out
Facts.
that you're not guilty.
Facts.
But he is a black man.
In our world,
But he not.
Oh yeah.
He got a little money though.
yeah, he got enough money to hire a dream team and bail out. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And bail out.
In my world, Slim world, even yours, you would have been in jail until they figured out, are you innocent now?
Right.
Well, they did OJ like that, and he's in a very rich world.
Like what they do?
They arrested him with no bail.
Because he ran.
Yeah, the running didn't help.
Yeah, that's the only reason they got bail if he didn't run.
Also, I think they didn't give him bail because it was 2 murders.
No, because he ran.
You're not gonna get a bail with 2 murders.
You get bail with 2 murders.
You think so?
You got that money, we get a bail with 2 murders.
I'm trying to think. Who's gotten a bail with 2
Double
murders?
murder?
Yeah. Nah.
It's you crazy if they
get
let
a
him
bail
out.
with a single murder.
If you got John Gotti getting out with all, he was on bail with for all type of stuff.
But not that last charge. He didn't get no bail when he got sentenced to life.
No, I'm saying they had to catch him. He was out fighting. They had to catch him. He went on a run.
Who?
They Gotti go on a run, right?
Nah, John Gotti never went on the run. Nah, John Gotti got.
No, that's that Russian. I'm talking I'm tripping. That's the
Seven Bull?
his name Boston. I just watched this
Oh,
story.
you're talking about Whitey Bulger.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, Whitey
exactly.
Bulger went on the run.
Bulger. That's what I'm looking at.
Hold on, I didn't know OJ
Right.
tried to run for it.
No, he did. Remember he did with the.
It was televised.
Remember he did with the truck and all that.
Bronco.
He was in the Bronco.
The Bronco?
Yeah. They was in the Bronco driving. He was blowing his head off and all that. I'm gonna kill myself.
It was a slow speed chase.
But it's just chase nonetheless. And then you got money like that. So
Now, do you remember the slow speed chase aired at the same time NBA? I think it was the NBA Finals.
And it took over.
And it was Chicago. Wait, it was the Bulls. I think it might have been the West. It might have been the Eastern Conference Finals. I'm not sure, but they did a split screen. If you was watching the basketball game.
Oh, the baby.
Yeah, if you was watching the basketball game.
All right, what year was this?
Like 94, right?
And it's just all Elijah One getting up in the air with room to operate. as he takes this and just turns it over and down.
In this first half, we will send it to NBC News. Here's Tom Brokaw.
Thank you, Marv. We are looking once again at pictures of Al Cowling's cars that makes its way along a freeway in Los Angeles in the south central part of that area. And we are told by the California Highway Patrol that O.J. Simpson is in that car holding a gun to his head. He has been in touch with a police highway dispatcher saying he wants to be taken to his mother. He wants to see her. Down a closed freeway by 9 sheriff's deputies and most of the Los Angeles news media. Back to you, Marv.
All right, Tom, it is obviously... All right, Tom, obviously it's so difficult to follow news of that nature, and as we return to Madison Square Garden, tempers flaring between the Rockets and the Knicks.
The Los Angeles Police Department right now is actively searching for Mr. Simpson.
It's a very serious situation here, and I can tell you one that is hard to believe with my own eyes.
Conan, how would these people know? Listening to their radio what's going on?
That's the only way, Paul, that I could figure out that the word is caught on. But all these people know that what is happening. They have to. Some are actually entering the number 1 and number 2 lanes, yelling, waving their hands, trying to be part of something that is quite frankly very, very awful.
Inside this vehicle, this Ford Bronco in Orange County right now, we understand from the CHP officer is O.J. Simpson. He is armed with a gun. Apparently he's holding a gun to the head of his friend, Al Cowlings, who owns this car.
94.
94.
Yeah, 94.
That's when that big earthquake hit. Hey, that's crazy. So he tried to run for it.
Yeah, no. So his attorney we're gonna turn stuff in, whatever, wop. So he's gonna turn stuff in the beginning. And he's gonna let him bail out and all that. He's gonna get out, bail out, and all that stuff. They had the cash up, everything together for him. He was we sitting on the freeway. He on the freeway. We sitting on the freeway. He on the freeway all of a sudden. Man, it's OJ, man.
Hey, where that Bronco at? You know how much that Bronco worth?
I think somebody got it.
Yeah, that's worth a lot of money.
Yeah.
But even AC Bronco too. That was AC Bronco they was in. Huh?
Yeah, AC and OJ had the same Bronco.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, same Bronco.
That's the slow speed chase was the AC Bronco though.
I heard Bronco sales had went up in 94 and 95.
That is crazy how just something like that can happen.
They need to revamp the Broncos.
No, ain't that crazy the way the media works?
Right.
Like Bronco sales went up.
Cause that's what they do. They do that type of stuff.
Because OJ did a Bronco.
Exactly.
Okay, they need to have the OJ edition Broncos come back.
For real.
Now, do you think that David is going to do the same thing once he finds out they're coming for him?
He probably gonna run in the Tesla though.
Nah, he gonna turn himself in and bond out.
He gonna run in the Tesla, man.
Yeah, he'll get a bond. I don't think OJ got a bond because it was a double murder.
I don't think that's true. I don't think because of double murder you can't get a bond.
It's harder to get a bond with a double murder.
You probably so. It's probably right.
All right,
Alex, probably right.
I ain't gonna say the dude's name, but the case you assisted on with the double homicide, did he have a bond?
Nah, he did not have no bond. Yeah, got acquitted too.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy though.
But I'm gonna say, dang.
And he didn't get acquitted because they thought he was innocent.
No, because
my baby mama shed a bond. It was two bodies.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
They gave
what was the bond? Like $5 million though?
Gave it to her
like $4 million.
Okay.
They knew she couldn't touch it. That's why they gave it to her.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think you're supposed to get that's probably why they got it, because they forget the
I wonder why then. What was the reason for OJ not getting a bond?
Because he ran.
Yeah, but sometimes
because he a flight risk.
That's a flight risk. Once you do that,
yeah,
any type of stuff like that, it's over with.
Yeah, I'm not too familiar with too many double bodies.
I think that would give me a bond with a double body before OJ because he's a flight risk. He got the money to get out here. Never come back.
Okay, well, if David does get caught, he's
charged.
Caught. He's definitely not going to get it. He's definitely not going to get an OR on this case.
No, for sure not OR.
Yeah.
Alex said caught. You think he's going to run?
He already said it.
Well, I think he's out of state. I don't think he's in Cal. I think he went back to Texas, but nobody's seen him in days.
Right.
And he's done the right thing by keeping his mouth shut. He ain't been getting in front of the camera. trying to claim his innocence.
Right.
I ain't got nothing to do with this.
Right.
His lawyer said, don't say nothing, and he's listening to his lawyer's advice.
And that's why he go come out victorious.
Now we've learned not only is David being considered as an official suspect, police are reportedly looking at a second suspect. The body of that Lake Elsinore teen was found September 8th in the front trunk of David's Tesla, impounded at a Hollywood tow yard. David was on tour at the time, but police now believe Rivas Hernandez was killed last spring. Investigators are looking closely at a trip David took to a remote area of Santa Barbara County in the middle of the night. Around the same time, it's believed that Rivas Hernandez died.
Okay. But hold on, what state is he originally from? He originally from here?
He's from Texas.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, he at home then?
Yeah.
That ain't out of the ordinary.
No, because his family lives there.
Okay.
He's trying to sneak to Mexico.
His mom and dad live over there.
Try to get off.
He gonna do reverse coyotes.
I think he gonna be charged on this, but I think he gonna be all right though. At the end.
I just think if he was gonna be charged, bro, it came quicker. Like that's just all I'm keep saying. Like it just I don't know. This case is weird.
Well, I think they're just trying to be careful because they don't want to mess up a high-profile case.
But even if we want to be careful, we still can snatch and we still can do this and that, put pressure. So did he go to the grand jury already?
The grand jury has already just finished.
For David?
For David, yeah.
So they're indicting?
We don't know yet. They're going to make a decision.
All right.
So the prosecution's going to make a decision on that.
All right. We're going to see David.
A grand jury just sound like a fancy preliminary.
Yeah.
No, for sure. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly what it is.
And sometimes they have more,
Bonding over.
You know how some jurors are trials have 12 jurors.
Right.
Sometimes a grand jury could have like 20 jurors or 24 jurors. It could be more than 12.
Okay.
People listening. Yeah. So it's up to them to say yay or nay. They recommend whether they think there's enough to charge, and then it goes to the DA.
Okay. So these grand jury transcripts ain't been made public yet?
Oh, that's interesting. I don't know if they made them public. Yeah. So
that's after. That's gonna be after, don't it?
Sometimes the grand jury transcripts can become public as soon as the indictment.
We had
after they indict them already. Yeah, because they can't do it before they indict them.
Because right now it's like under a seal.
Exactly.
It's like
it's a sealed indictment.
So it'll become unsealed at some
It's
point.
an unsealed indictment, exactly.
And then hopefully we'll get those transcripts. But I got a couple clips here about this D4vd case, the David case. We're gonna go to let's play clip number 1 is going to be an interview with private investigator Mr. Fisher, who was hired. This guy was hired by the owner of the house that David was renting in Hollywood Hills.
Right.
He was renting that house for $20,000 a month, by the way.
Damn.
But he moved out of that home lickety-split right after the LAPD raided it. But now it's reportedly getting prepped to go back on the market for $20,000 a month. The New York Post reports the 4-bedroom, 4-bathroom mansion can now be yours, all with a fresh coat of green paint on its trim.
Yeah, $20,000 a month.
Getting chilly.
Yeah, it's a nice house, but $20,000 a month.
Damn.
So he was renting this house for $20,000 a month, and the owner of the house hired this private investigator named Steve Fisher just to find out. The owner wants to know what the hell happened in my house because he don't know, the owner.
That sounds tricky too.
He just knows that the singer was renting my house out.
That sounds tricky, bro.
He was paying my top dollar rent.
Why you say it sounds tricky?
Because the owner, I own a house. This don't have nothing to do with me. But just because I own the house, I want to get a private investigator.
Wait, so if you own some property that you rented out to somebody and they end up doing some dirt in it, you don't want to know what the hell they did in your house?
No, I'm saying, if the police investigate the dirt, let the police investigate the dirt. I'm not finna go get a private investigator to try to find some information. Man,
well, because the police are investigating whether or not someone was murdered, right? Their investigation is quite different from, I want to know what happened in this house, right?
Listen, as long as I rent this house.
Yeah.
If I ain't damaging the house, you don't have to know what's going on in this house.
You don't care, right?
you don't supposed, but that's what it is, because you rent somebody's house, bro. That's like somebody, somebody and a husband getting in a fight, and I own the house, so I want to get involved in y'all.
Okay, check this out though. Let's say
argue with my wife.
When you sell a house, if any sort of crime happened in the house, you have to tell that to the new owners, like the person you're selling. Or they need to know that.
Or if anybody died there.
Or if anyone died in the house, any sort of crime, you have to have. Maybe that's the reason why they did that, because at some point, it's the law that you divulge that to whoever you're selling the house to.
But that owner hired a private investigator to figure out what he wanted to know. That didn't mean he had to hand that over to the detectives, which he did though.
Yeah, he did do.
He could have did that for his own knowledge.
He did give some information.
Exactly.
To the police.
I'll tell you what, he doing a little more. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
All right, let's
He
play.
want to be famous.
Let's play clip number 1, please.
I'm joined once again by veteran private investigator Steve Fisher, who has been on this story really since almost the very beginning, uncovered a ton of leads, clues, evidence, been in Los Angeles, breaking new developments all along. So, Steve, it's good to see you tonight. You were hired by the owner of the home that David was renting, and you actually went inside the home. What sort of was there any potential evidence? Did you see anything that really stood out to you?
Yeah, well, so we announced previously that we found a burn cage incinerator there for one. And another thing I can tell you tonight is that along with that, we found a chainsaw, brand new. It was with the incinerator. And there's no purpose for a chainsaw to be at this rental house. They're certainly not in charge of, trimming the trees or anything. So, we can't say exactly, it was unused, just like the incinerator, but I think, it could go to show some intent of what this plan was, because whatever happened here, it wasn't a finalized plan, she was not meant to be left in that Tesla on Bluebird Avenue. And so, the plan got upended.
Yeah, and I want to ask you about the burn box in a second. I think that's what is that what you called it, a burn box?
Burn cage.
Burn cage, yeah. Okay. But first of all, I want to get to the chainsaw, because I don't think I've heard that before, that there was a chainsaw inside the home. Where was it?
It was in the garage, and it had not been used. It still had the protective shield over the chain itself. But, there it is with a burn cage, and you got to wonder what this plan was, or what the plan could have been, and it's troubling, because there's really no, just like the burn cage, there's no purpose for that house,
So the chainsaw, he was renting the house, correct? Because it's the owner who hired you?
Yeah, actually he wasn't. It was Josh Marshall, his manager. The owner, one of the reasons I got hired is because the owner was trying to figure this out. He didn't know who David was. He had never heard of David before. He thought Josh Marshall was living in the house with his family.
And did the owner confirm that the chainsaw was not his?
Yes, it's definitely not the owner's. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just thinking, I've rented a lot of houses, why you would have a chainsaw in the middle of LA when you're renting a house. I'm just trying to think of a reason for that. It seems kind of strange.
Yeah, it is strange because, first of all, to use a chainsaw takes a little bit of training, not to hurt yourself. And listen, they're not responsible for any of that, taking care of the, outside the property or anything. So what is the purpose? And then when you couple it with not just the incinerator, but now a deceased, 14-year-old in a Tesla that's been parked at that property, it becomes really troubling. And, hopefully there's going to be some justice here soon. It's been going on a long time.
Yeah, it seems like it's really dragged on. In terms of the burn cage, I'm not really familiar with that. What is it? Describe to me, what is a burn cage?
So it's literally...
That's what I was about to ask. What's a burn cage?
Okay, so I'm not familiar with burn cages either. So I just looked it up. It's a portable, often foldable stainless steel square or rectangular container with perforated sides designed for safer and more efficient backyard burning of yard waste, cardboards, leaves, branches, twigs, documents. So it's basically a metal box that you can fold, and then you can flatten it and for storage purposes, and you can just burn stuff in it in your backyard that you're trying to get rid of. I would think this is not safe in a lot of neighborhoods. I don't think you can burn leaves and wood and twigs in LA in your backyard, because it's a pollution type thing too.
Okay, and the second thing, the owner said he didn't think David was living there. He thought the manager, Marsh or whatever his name was living there. And did I hear wrong? Marsh got the private investigator, not the owners.
No, Josh Marshall is David's manager.
And he got the private investigator, not the owner.
No, the owner got the private investigator. Josh Marshall is David's manager. You know how some of these artists, your manager's going to do all your work for you. He's going to get your lease and sign it off. So I can understand why the owner didn't know David was living in there. But I'm sure the John Marshall, the manager, must have said something. You know, this is from one of my artists.
And the chainsaw wasn't used that they found.
Yeah.
But he do dark type music, so they could probably use that as a prop in his videos.
Could have been. It could have been. Here's my thing: if you're gonna move out, David moved out once the LAPD raided and spent the whole day in there, and then the next day David moved out. If he moved out, why would he leave these things behind? Right? Why wouldn't he just take?
It just sounds. I don't know. To me, it sounds crazy.
It sounds like this investigator is trying to set him up.
Exactly, bro. That's how I'm getting at, bro.
He's trying to put a case on
He's
David.
like, why would this be there?
That's not his job.
Why would that's you supposed to be getting the facts and facts only, not try to add stuff togetger. You just grab the facts.
Yeah, this investigator looks like he's trying to put a case on David.
He's trying to write a book.
Okay, and then the owner said it wasn't they, because I know owners will leave stuff there that don't and store it on their property even though it ain't. You know what I'm saying? They don't live there, but they still store stuff in their garage.
Yeah, but that was one of the questions. Did that belong to the owner?
And he said no.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he allowed to burn something. You could probably burn.
But you know that this would definitely be evidence that the prosecution would love to put in front of a jury.
Yeah.
This man had a chainsaw
unused
and a burn thing in his garage.
Yeah, but it's unused though. So that.
Do we all agree that looks bad though?
The way he's trying to put the burn thing, the way he putting it is like, yeah, man, it's ugly. It's ugly.
And then, but your lawyer got to counter if he was suspicious of anything. Why he just didn't take it with him? Why would he leave it? Like Alex said.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I just sound crazy, bro. Like they trying to make this Hollywood plays and stuff. Like to me, I don't know why. I just think that like it's a little girl life that's gone. So you know what I'm saying. That part is like, but it's like this Hollywood is too much. It'd be too much, bro.
Man, David got this case. Even if they do, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, real talk. It's too much in this case.
Too many not inconsistencies, but it ain't like nail in a coffin type.
Facts.
All right, I got a clip too that's going to talk more about the grand jury and the possible charges of murder in this case. Play clip number 2, please.
Hey guys, Jackson Buai here with TMZ with a huge update. I think the update that everybody has been waiting for regarding the David case in the murder of Celeste Rivas-Hernandez. Now, we released a video about a week ago giving you guys an update. A lot of people in the comments thought that this was more of a recap than an update. We think we gave you guys a lot of updates, but feel free to dispute that in the comments. For those who didn't see the video, I'll give you a quick recap right now. We spoke about Robert Morgenroth, who is the general manager of Mogul Vision, which is David's music label. He was also the president of Zara Brothers Travel LLC. Now, we spoke about his testimony before the grand jury in the courtroom. We have some producers who were in the hallway outside of that courtroom who caught some conversation between Morgenroth and his lawyer. Morgenroth told his lawyer that the judge inside of that courtroom was questioning him on why he didn't call the police. Now, we can only guess what the judge was asking him about, but we can conjecture that it was Celeste Rivas and why he didn't call the police regarding something that had to do with the events leading up to her death. Now, what we also want to confirm, which is not the update we want to give you, Robert Morgenroth is a suspect. There is a much bigger update here that I'll get into in a second. We also spoke about an uncooperative witness who was to be arrested due to not showing up for her testimony. We also spoke about David's midnight trip to a highly remote area in Santa Barbara, which is significant because the police classified this as evidence. Now, what that has to do with the murder of Celeste itself, we have no idea, but an interesting topic to note. Now, the update we want to give today marks a significant turning point in the death of Celeste Rivas. We think it's the biggest update that we've given yet. Now, this update is regarding the grand jury. Now, about a month ago, we here at TMZ reported that this was an investigative grand jury to uncover unknown facts, to identify suspects and also identify a potential crime in this case. Now, investigative grand juries can be useful to subpoena uncooperative witnesses and force them to testify in front of the grand jury. The public hated the idea of an investigative grand jury because an investigative grand jury carries a connotation that they aren't clear on who committed the murder or what crime was committed exactly. Today, however, we've learned that this was not an investigative grand jury. This was a grand jury, period. And that is pretty significant because a grand jury hands down indictments where an investigative grand jury does not. And we've been told by multiple sources that authorities and the prosecutor, Beth Silverman, believes that David was involved in Celeste Rivas' death. So what does this mean for David? Well, it likely means that he is going to be indicted on the murder of Celeste Rivas. We don't know what the charges are going to be exactly. However, we do think that this is going to be a significant turning point, like I said earlier, in the case. We have people down there around the courtroom who have overheard people in the hallways talking about how they're going to hear witnesses in February of next year. So don't expect an indictment to be handed out straight away, but still a very significant piece of news regarding the case. Guys, my name is Jackson Buhai. Let me know what you want to hear about next in the comment section below, and I will see you on the next one.
Okay.
He about to have some co-defendants.
It looks like Robert Morgenroth, who was the road manager,
right?
About
suspect.
He was called to this grand jury, and we don't know what he said or what his involvement is, but the judge and the prosecutors were mad at him.
Right. Why you
didn't call the police?
Right.
Hold on. Didn't we cover this, Alex?
Yeah, we
He
did.
said something like that ain't his job or something.
He was heard on a phone call or with his lawyer in the hallway saying that he didn't think it was his responsibility to call the police. So we don't know what he saw. Remember, I was asking you, it depends on what he saw. You know, what if he saw them rolling her up and carrying her to the trunk of a car? Is a witness to that obligated to tell the police what he saw? Technically, no. You're not obligated to assist in any investigation.
I don't know.
But of course, it's gonna look bad on you.
I ain't listen. I'm not telling you nothing.
Hey man, sheesh. Hey, but he about to have a co-defendant for sure. It might be Ross and David on the case together.
Hey, what should Robert Morgenroth have done when he was subpoenaed to that grand jury?
Plead the fifth.
He should have pled the fifth
because he indirectly or directly involved.
Yeah, because even if but even if he's innocent, this dude might be completely innocent.
Hey, once he got his own definition for the fifth.
Morgenroth might be 100% innocent of anything to do with Celeste Rivas, but because he went up there and thought he could answer those questions, now he's a suspect.
Damn.
Yeah, but you know, having knowledge of a crime is a crime.
No, it's not.
That's how they came up with conspiracies.
Conspiracy means you're part of the plan.
But you know, they'll loop you in, bro. Just having knowledge.
Well, if you're not pleading your fifth, you're definitely gonna get looped in.
Yeah,
that's why the Fifth Amendment is so important for someone like Robert Morgenroth. He should have went up there and said, "I plead the fifth, Your Honor. Do you know anything about Celeste Rivas? I plead the fifth, Your Honor. Do you know David? I plead the fifth. Do you work for David? I plead the fifth." It's over with.
I'm a bad witness. I just go up there and blow it up.
Now you're up there trying to answer questions.
I'm gonna blow it up.
You're answering all these questions, and then
they will blow it up. It's crazy. I would blow it up.
Look, Morgenroth went up there and answered all these questions, and he walked out of there as a suspect.
That's what I'm saying.
I would have blown it up from the beginning.
What you mean blow it up?
I'm not a good witness. Like I've done it before. I've been subpoenaed for somebody that shot me.
I'm not a good witness. It's crazy.
Get him from up there. Like I'm just not. Like, I'm gonna just blow it up.
And then there's an unnamed person that sounds like they're a suspect as well.
Yeah, because
they didn't come to court.
Yeah,
a female.
See, that person should have came to court and pled the fifth.
But she probably know what's going on. She probably she probably trying to get out of here.
Yeah.
I wonder who the female is. They said it's a female. I wonder like what's her relationship to whoever.
Munchie probably already know her.
He crazy. I don't want to know her. Yo, dog.
Hey, if I'm David, I'm gonna be mad at my road manager for answering them questions. You should have just pled the fifth.
They all squares.
Or I was gone and the road manager knew I was there.
But if he gone, the road manager gone because he on the road with him. But they squares. They not savvy with the law. They don't know just to shut up or don't. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Don't be compliant.
Yeah, a lot of people are still learning this because they're young. David has just barely turned 20.
Yeah, I think 20, 21.
Especially if you ain't been in no trouble with the law.
He was born in 05, so yeah, he
20.
Damn, that was yesterday.
05, nigga.
05?
Yeah, and the girl Celeste was born in 2010.
Damn, 2010.
2010. She was 14 in that trunk.
14 in that trunk.
I was on Bush in 2010, and she was just being born.
Yeah, and my son was born. One of my sons was born the same year as David. 2005.
My first one was born in 2006.
Mine was too.
Hey, that's incredible. He was born in 2005, and he's a multi-millionaire.
Yeah, all of I think.
And he's been like that for the last 2 or 3 years.
For social media though, right?
Since he was 17. He
blew
blew up off of TikTok.
Yeah, TikTok. That's what I'm saying. TikTok
blew him up.
Blew him up. Yeah,
he's a millionaire.
Yeah, he
paying $20,000 a month for rent.
Straight up, TikTok served him.
And none of us heard of him before this incident.
Never heard of the dude. My daughter told me she was listening to his music on her playlist, but didn't know his name.
Right.
She didn't know David.
Yeah.
She just knew the songs.
Right.
And she liked the songs. A lot of people love his music.
Yeah, I know some people that they say listen to his music. They say the way you said 4DX. That's how they say it. They don't say David. They say D4I whatever.
D4vd.
Hey, but check it out, Slim. Things don't be aging well because he got a song called "Romantic Homicide."
Right, I heard that.
Talking about killing his lover, putting her in the trunk.
Yeah, exactly.
It ain't gonna age well.
And listen. But thing is, what about this? The man getting money. The man getting money. He doing his thing. He made the song, and somebody do that to you know what I'm saying? Put the pressure on him.
I don't think that song could be used against him in this case.
Okay.
Nah, California has a new law about your music, your artistry, your lyrics can only be used against you if it's directly related to the crime you're charged with.
That is directly, it describes the crime.
No, he shot this video 2 years before the crime.
Oh, yeah.
So there's no way it's linked.
Yeah.
So what you saying, so the song will have to be made after?
Yeah.
It has to be, like, I'll give you an example. There was the dudes did PPP fraud. Whole lot of PPP fraud. Then they did a music video rapping about the PPP fraud that they did, showing this checks in the video.
It is slow, bro. People is slow.
That's retarded.
That is
so
slow,
basically, with this, like the crime will have to be done, then the song will have to be made, not prior. I mean, not before.
Well, you can do a song before. Let's say the song before is directly linked to the crime after.
Okay.
But this is he did this song, I believe, 2 years ago, 2023.
So
how can this song be related to what happened to Celeste?
Because he was thinking about that. That's fantasy.
Well, if you're the prosecutor, that's what you're gonna say, right?
I ain't a prosecutor. Don't do that. Don't do that, bro.
No. Hypothetically. No, sometimes I put myself.
I was talking.
I hope the DA ain't watching.
I was talking, bro.
No, you right.
I hope the DA watch this.
Look.
Oh my goodness.
You guys are right.
Alex, did this Rap News Street Politics say that?
What?
That he got people on the federal with the cases?
I talked to the dude, and he said that he made a mistake.
Yeah, all right, make sure.
Because Street TV ain't never been used in no cases.
All right, I make sure, because I don't want to be used, Alex.
I've never been mentioned in any of these RICO cases or these federal indictments. Never.
I'm pleading the fifth.
And he agreed. He agreed.
Yeah, he
But I said the way that you said it like you thought maybe I was, right?
No,
the way he said it?
I came up here after that.
Okay. Yeah. That's right. You was here on that episode.
I'm just talking. I'm just talking.
No, that was a great episode we did that time.
Yeah, that was that's one of my favorite channels too, though.
Hey,
for sure.
But you
see
guys,
when he just did?
You guys brought up a great point. Even though this video and this music is 2 years before the crime,
right?
Mm-hmm.
The prosecutor is going to try to argue that it's directly linked,
right? That's like a fantasy,
right?
Ooh, that's cold if they go like that. Fantasy type.
I think I think that
in this type of world,
yeah,
he's a fantasizer in there.
I think this song could be used. I believe so.
Yeah, but I think his defense attorneys are going to argue like, absolutely not. This song is 2 years old. There's no mention of Celeste.
Well, listen, we talking about the defense attorneys and all that. Man, this man ain't even got charged yet.
Yeah, but the way TMZ is saying is coming.
TMZ been sentenced for 4 months.
TMZ interviewed Loose Cannon. I lost faith in them.
Yeah.
But shout out TMZ, man.
But
TMZ
has been the #1 media on top of D4vd, David, and then Law and Crime has been on top of it. Those two, if you just go to Law and Crime
thing I hear.
and then TMZ, you're going to get everything you need to know about David.
Right.